Hey, real estaters, you can stream every episode of The Industrialist on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Prime members can enjoy ad-free listening on Amazon Music. All right, real estaters, it's week 31. It's just me and Mersace today. What's up, Mersace?
Oh, not much. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good. Quick announcements real quick. We're going to kind of blow through a lot of this stuff so we can get to the real important part of today, which is the Big Ten football preview. The couple quick announcements. Trinity Junction's got a couple shows coming up. If you interested.
Let's
go. Saturday, October 18th. At the Gin in Prosper, and then Saturday, October 25th at the Bartonville store. So if you want to come get your TJ on, that's where it'll be. Initial jobless claims, forecast is 221 this week. Previous was 217. We also have hourly wages year over year. Forecast is 3.8%. Previous is 3.7%. And the U.S. unemployment rate is predicted to be at 4.2. It was previously 4.1. The markets last week, the Dow was 403 points to close out at 44,798. The S&P was up 80.94 points to close out at 63.95. The NASDAQ was up 205 points to close out at 21,188. And let's see, West Texas crude ended up at $66.63 a barrel, up 84 cents. And the 5-year Treasury closed out at 3.95, and the 10-year closed out at 4.4. The real estate stocks last week, real estate services led 5.11, up 5.11. Real estate development was second at up 4.27. And REIT hotel and motel was up at 3.06. How'd Black Sky do last week? Did the sky fall a little bit? Let's see.
It's falling. It's at 19 right now. It's at 19. It's okay. And Red Cat's fall a little bit too. I think it's a pretty big week in the stock market as far as reports. And so if it falls more, I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to get a position. I got about 3/4 of the position, so I'm going to keep loading up.
I like that. I like loading. Preload to load. U.S. debt increased 29 buh. Doge took off 9 buh for a net 9 buh. Term of the week. I was on a call with a guy, and he said, let me soft serve up those items for you. And all I could think about was like the ice cream machine at Dairy Queen, just soft serving it up. So
a soft serve, that doesn't really, I've never heard that term used other than
the yogurt ice cream machine.
Yeah. Well, that was a new one for me too. So I immediately wrote it down while I was on that call. Did you hear anything about real estate last week, Jeff?
I didn't have anything.
Nothing. I didn't either. Well, let's get into the good stuff. This is what me and you are excited about.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Big Ten college football preview. Dun, dun. All right. So let's kind of get over the landscape of the Big Ten for 2025. Last year they added USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington. And so there are 18 teams now. There's no more divisions. The top 2 teams just make the title game. Everybody has 9 conference games and no protected rivalries. Their commissioner is pushing for 4 auto bids into the 12-team college football playoff. It feels like SEC and Big Ten really, thought they should get more chances since they didn't capitalize on the ones that they actually had. But so anyways, let's get into the top contenders. Jeff, you wanna kind of take that part?
Sure. Ohio State, defending national champs. I listened to a Big Ten. I listened to the Big Ten conference meeting, and I feel very strongly that they're going to repeat and win a third natty in a row.
Mm. Dude,
Is that right?
No,
that's right.
Is it? Let's see.
I could be misspeaking there.
I guess they won
that went out the year before
in college football. Georgia won it in 23 and Michigan won it in 24. So
Penn State, they feel like they've had their best team ever, and all the pressure is on them.
Yeah, they're picked
to
right?
repeat or to win. Yeah, they're picked to win it.
Yeah, they
I just can't. I can't get over them for some reason. I can't buy into them winning at all.
They had real minimal portal activity. They didn't even have a ranked class in the portal, and number 17 nationally on recruiting class. So very interesting. Ohio State and Penn State didn't have a lot of activity in the portal. Actually, the only person out of the top teams in the portal was Oregon. They were number 4 overall. But Penn State's got a lot of pressure on them.
Oregon, they lost their quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, and so they've got to replace him. And that's really where the question mark is, right?
Right.
How do they replace that?
Yeah, they had the number 1 Big Ten recruiting class and number 4 nationally and number 4 overall transfer portal class. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel, man, he was pretty good. I think he's actually, I think I saw news. He's like actually the front runner for the Browns QB job. Not Shadow. So,
yeah, how's that going to work?
I'm sure someone will whine about
it. Michigan, they're real excited about their quarterback.
Yep. They lost old JJ McCarthy to the draft, but Bryce Underwood taking over.
USC, I feel like they're going to overperform because Lincoln Riley's on the hot seat.
Yeah.
He's got to have a good team this year. He's got to stay in the debate.
Yeah.
And they have their schedules, it's not that bad, but the travel is what makes it so hard for them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every game is a 3-hour flight either way and two to 3 different time zones away.
It's very difficult.
Well, let's talk about the sleepers. Who are the sleepers? You got your favorite in there, the old
well, the of course the Hoosiers. Yeah, the Hoosiers return 3 All-Americans on defense.
Wow.
And I don't know if there's any other team with that returning, with players that high returning. So Indiana, they're not really a sleeper anymore. They're kind of known, but
yeah.
And then the other one that everyone's really excited about is Illinois. I think Illinois is going to be really good this year. And I think for some reason the media loves Brett Bielema.
Yeah,
they love him.
Yeah,
he's I guess he's a good looking guy. He likes to eat a lot, but they love him. And I always feel like his teams kind of get overrated.
Yeah, that was kind of like that recently. When he was in Arkansas too. He was always a big name, but like never really delivered a lot, except for him and old Kingsbury got in a big old feud. They talked a bunch of shit to each other.
Right. He's great on TV, I think, is the answer. Yeah. So that's sure it's going to be a little bit better.
Preston Stone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's from SMU.
Yep, Dallas kid.
He just kind of, he ran into a tough situation at SMU.
Yeah.
Which team will crash the top 10? Do you have a hot take on that?
I'm just going to have to go with Indiana. I mean, they proved they knew how to win week over week last year. So,
yeah. But they did struggle against the top. They kind of got. time win against the really good teams.
They did, but what was their final record last year? They beat them though, right?
Didn't they? I think he lost one. Was it one regular season game?
Yeah, I think it was just one regular season game. So I'm going with them. I'm going with them to upset it. I could see them beating Ohio State just because Ohio State doesn't really know what their quarterback situation. I mean, this is obviously the beginning of the year. They probably have some stud in there, but the QB room's a little in question at Ohio State since they lost the Kansas State kid that went there and then went to the NFL. I can't remember his name, Will or something like that. But I'm going Indiana to wreck it and probably be in the conference championship game. Bold statement. I think Penn State blows it. I feel like Penn State always blows it, even though they're supposed to be. So
I just felt like he doesn't have that big game finish.
No, they always choke there. Yeah. Top players to watch: Jeremiah Smith, a man amongst boys. God, that guy's so good. I mean, he probably would have been the number one pick in the draft last year if he was eligible to go to the draft, but he's probably too young. But I mean, he was a true freshman last year, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. He's the Heisman hopeful.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Caleb Downs, safety at Ohio State as well. He's supposed to be pretty good. I really don't know much about him. Drew Allar, the QB at Penn State, he's supposed to be pretty amazing. I don't really know anything about him either, but I think that's what they're banking on this year. Obviously, we talked about Bryce Underwood in Michigan. And then you got Dante Moore with Oregon. I feel like Oregon probably just reloads. I don't know much about Dante Moore, but...
Is he a transfer?
Let's see. Began at UCLA in 2023, appearing in 9 games with 5 starts. Pac-12 freshman of the week. And then he went to Oregon, transferred to Oregon, entered the transfer portal on November 30th, 2023, and committed to Oregon on December 18th, 2023. So redshirt sophomore campaign last year, appeared in 5 games, backed up Dylan Gabriel last year. So at least he's got some time there. I think that helps some guys. You know, a lot of these people are all brand new every year now, so it's at least there might be some cohesiveness to. So,
I am GK.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. You don't know my Catron Allen story?
Oh, okay. No,
You want it? Okay, so Shay came home from school one day when she was going to IMG, and she said, "Dad, Catron Allen asked me to go out with him." And I said, "Shay, I just want to let you know, tell Catron that we don't date potential first-round picks. We only date first-round picks." I said, "So when he gets drafted, the first round, then you can tell him you can go out with him."
Well, he had 800 and let's see. Last year he had 1,108 yards on 220 carries, 8 rushing TDs, 2 receiving TDs. So he is set to be setting the stage for. They kind of got the duo, right? They got this Nicholas Singleton running back as well. So I do like that Penn State has the running game down. That is, I like seeing the running game more than the high flying offense all the time. So,
that's the conference for it, for sure.
Well, I mean, if Catron can have the season he needs to have, then he might have a chance with Shea Mercer. So, but the Big Ten is just riddled with talent. There's tons of talent there. Let's talk about the top must watch games.
Okay.
Week 1 kicks it off early. Texas is at Ohio State. That'd be a cool game to go to.
It's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, that is going to be hype.
I think OSU wins it, and I'm gonna base my theory on. I just don't think Arch Manning is going to be ready.
Yeah.
I think that's
quite
a
a stage.
big. It is, and he's always been kind of. It's kind of easy to be the backup that everybody wants to play, but when you have to be the guy, I think there's more pressure. I think he'll do great, but I don't think he'll do good enough to win that game. And Ohio State's 2.5-point favorites right now in that game.
Yeah,
so it's close.
Then you got September 6th. You got Michigan at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I think Michigan kind of thumps Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma's still figuring it out on the new stage they're on.
Yeah, they haven't shown the ability to play at that top levels.
Yeah,
week after week they can do it. I think they got a week in them, but not week after week.
Right. September 27th, we've got Oregon at Penn State. That'll be a pretty fun. That'll be a pretty hype game in Happy Valley. So
yeah, kind of a must win for Penn State if they want to do what they're supposed to do.
November 1st, you got Penn State at Ohio State. That'll be November's pretty tough for Ohio State there. Then they got and then at the end of November they got Michigan at Ohio State. Always a big rivalry there. So I guess the bold predictions that we have out of this is Ohio State wins it again.
Okay.
Oregon goes undefeated in regular season, but loses to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. This said Illinois finishes top 10. I don't believe that. I think Bielema's a bunch of hot air. So,
I think they lose 2 to 3 games.
Yeah, they're 8-4, or 9-3 team to me. Yeah, that's what I think. What? All right, you got your predictions on win totals on a couple of the teams. Since there's 18, we're only covering so many of them. So what you got?
Yeah. So because of the Lincoln Riley need to win and their schedule, I like USC over 7.5 wins. Ohio State over 10.5 wins. That could get crushed though if they lose to Texas week 1. Like that could.
Yeah, it's in severe jeopardy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they basically have to run the table.
Yeah.
Oregon, I like them under 10.5 wins. Just looking at their schedule.
Yeah.
I like Indiana over 8.5. And then my one random pick is I listened to the Purdue coach talk about all the great things he was doing. And I'm going to take Purdue over 3.5.
Seems like they should be able to eke out 4 wins, right?
Come on. Yeah. I mean, they're non-conference. If they can just win their non-conference, I'm going to be looking pretty good.
Yeah.
They played Ball State, Southern Illinois. I think they can beat. So there's 2 wins there. They play USC, which that's going to be an L.
Yeah.
And then I've got, they've got Northwestern, Rutgers, games they definitely can win. And then maybe they surprise someone else. So I think somewhere in there they find 4 wins.
Yeah, coming off 1-11, that seems like everybody be pretty fired up to go do something. I'm sure.
They brought in 54 kids, so they've got
there you go.
Basically a brand new team.
That's so wild.
Yeah. Like a new team. And then, like we talked about, I got Ohio State winning the regular season.
Yeah.
But you were saying Ducks win regular season.
I think the Ducks go undefeated during regular season. I think. Do they play Ohio State? Hold on a second. I mean, that was we watched that game last year. What a game! Remember in Vegas?
Yes. Yeah. Awesome. Great game.
We went and got a little Dr. Rock on after that.
Oregon.
Yeah, they don't play Ohio State. They got Montana State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, Oregon State, Penn State, Indiana, Rutgers, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, USC, Washington. So I think they can go undefeated during regular season. Their biggest game is going to be Penn State, but then they got to play. Then I'm thinking they're playing Ohio State in the championship. So, all right, well, it's upon us. The most wonderful time of the year, dove hunting and college football. Got a little.
Do you have a hot take on the NFL preseason game Thursday night?
Oh, we already got one Thursday night. Let's go.
Yeah, we got the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame game's Thursday already. Let's go.
Yeah, we got Detroit -1 versus the Chargers.
I'll take Detroit. I feel like they're winners, whatever they are out there right now. I'll take Detroit.
I had a lot of success last year in these preseason games taking the under.
Yeah.
32.5.
32.5.
I'll take the under 32.5 on this game.
I like that.
So we'll see. We will see.
What conference we want to do next week?
I'd like to. Let's do. You do the SEC.
Yeah, let's do SEC.
Okay.
Let's do it. Real quick, real estate news. Moving on.
Okay.
This Texas foreign buyer law rattles real estate brokers and investors. Have you heard about this? There's a new law in Texas that targets land purchased by foreign nationals from China, Iran, North Korea, and Russia. Jeff, did you notice y'all's communist TIPs really back off after this happened at Mercer Company?
Yeah, we had a few of those.
Senate Bill 17, signed into law by Greg Abbott in June, will ban the purchase of real estate, including residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural, by entities tied to those 4 countries, starting September 1. It also prohibits related property interests such as leases longer than 1 year, easements, and mineral rights. So, some Texas brokers say that the law is already driving deals off the table. Sam Chang, a partner at Henry S. Miller in Houston, said 2 Chinese clients abandoned potential commercial investments after SB 17 passed. Others were seeking guidance from lawyers unsure how far the restrictions extend or how to verify compliance. I guess, why now? Why is it now all of a sudden an issue? Why wasn't this an issue a while back? So
yeah, I guess did they get frustrated waiting on the federal government to do things, or is it just the states continuing sovereignty, just expanding their sovereignty in some ways? Or they're saying, hey, we're not going to tolerate that here.
I guess.
I think it's a good law.
Yeah. Okay, SB 17 was based on a law which is currently blocked by a federal court. So
there you go.
They just they took it into their own hands to just do it. So
right. Yeah, because someone in Vermont doesn't care.
Right. They want inclusivity.
Well, that's that you'd see that from this different states. They've got this is kind of like the anti-sanctuary city law.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like that.
So that's coming down.
Have you heard of a deal?
I haven't, but they can just go buy one before September 1st, just go pay all cash, close. So I guess it makes a lot of sense though on leases, because I think I would feel good from a landlord perspective, because Man, like all these companies, they're all subsidized by the government, the Chinese government, so they can just walk their lease. They don't care. It's really not their money. So I guess there's a similar Florida law barring Chinese citizens from owning homes or land as a possible model for legal challenges. Let's see. So some people are saying this is going to be Texas State Rep Gene Wu of Houston argues the law invites racial profiling and could be unconstitutional. He fears people will avoid selling to anyone who has an Asian face. I don't think that's the case. I think it's like check your ID, right? Can I sell to you?
How's the landlord supposed to prove citizenship?
You broke up. What'd you say?
How does the landlord prove citizenship? I mean, are they going to get to present a?
You got to present a photo ID or some kind of government document. I mean, doesn't title company verify those things? I mean, I guess it needs to be part of the contract that, you're guaranteeing that you're not a foreign national of those 4 countries. So, but no, it's interesting. I guess it's, some people are, Todd Hubbard was telling me about this a couple weeks back, and he had seen some slowdown from it, so.
I remember hearing that on his podcast, and we talked about it at the office, but I didn't really hear any guys tell me that they had deals in the pipeline that was in effect.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen anything derail from it. Well, I think that's all I got this week. You got anything else to add?
I think that's it.
Cool.
Glad to be back with some picks.
Yes, I am too. I don't need to document this a lot better this year so that we get really accurate stats on our gambling habits. So,
right.
So,
exactly.
All right, man. Well, we'll see y'all next week.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.